Inspired by Nature TV. In this video, I will show you how I plant basil and lemon balm. I want to give a shout out to Urban Leaf. In this video, we'll be using their coconut coir biodegradable pots, and I'm going to show you how that looks. So these are the coconut coir pots, and they look really cool. They're kind of like smooth, and you can tell they're made from coconuts. Just the husk, you can see them. They look very cool. They're square and they're 9 centimeters. So I'm excited. For planting our herbs, we will need our pots, our seeds, our soil mix, and water. The first thing I want to do is get my soil mix ready. This is Pro Mix mixed with compost and earthworm castings. What I want to do is put it in a bowl or a tub, a bin, whatever you have as your soil reservoir, and I want to make sure that my soil mix is moist. I want to add just a little bit more water to make sure that it has enough moisture for the seeds to germinate. I like to take a handful and squeeze it to see if any water is dripping out, and I see some coming out, so I think this is enough moisture. The next thing I do is fill my pots. I like to leave a little room at the top just so I can add my seeds and add a little bit of soil on top. So this is how it looks. I have all 3 pots filled, and now we're ready to plant. After I fill my soil in my pots, I like to tap them on the table so that the soil mix can settle. I'm gonna add just a little bit more. Now it's time for the fun part. First, I'm gonna be planting purple basil. I like purple basil because it is so fragrant. I love to make teas with purple basil. For basil, I like to get a handful, and I like to plant multiple in a pot, trying to give them enough space. The idea is when they grow, they'll be big enough to separate. Or you can plant the whole thing in the ground. Here are the purple basil seeds. This is plenty seeds. I just really like to plant basil densely. Next we have our sacred basil. I love this basil because it is super fragrant and it tastes amazing in chilled water. These seeds are even tinier than a purple basil. So we're gonna go ahead and plant these densely as well. I'm just lightly covering all the surface area of the top. And I plant so many just because why not? Always plant more. All right, there we go. And for our final herb, we have lemon balm. Lemon balm, again, super fragrant, love it. These were some seeds we had for a while, so I just want to plant them because it's time for them. It's time, lemon balm, your time to shine. Here are the lemon balm seeds. Look similar to basil. So these seeds are so tiny, I'm just sprinkling them on the top. Now that we have all our seeds planted, we have our purple basil, our sacred basil, and our lemon balm. I'm gonna just lightly cover the soil pots. And what's gonna happen is when I water, the seeds are going to get settled and be ready to germinate. So now I take my water bottle and water the top. The final step is to make sure you correctly label your pot so you know. Boom. And now we are complete. Thank you, Urban Leaf, again for the incredible biodegradable pots. This is awesome. We love biodegradable things, and I think this is gonna work out. One of the reasons why I like planting in biodegradable pots is because you can put this whole thing into the ground, into your grow bed, into your container, and it'll just break down over time. You don't have to worry about peeling it off. You can just plant it in the ground and it's ready to go. So these pots are pretty cool. They're pretty smooth. They feel pretty sturdy. So I'm gonna keep you posted on the growth of them and show y'all how it is from seed to harvest. So now that we planted our seeds, I'm gonna move these outside to a warm, sunny location, and we're gonna monitor their progress. So there it is. That is how I plant basil and lemon balm. I love to plant a lot of seeds in a small area. That way I can get a lot of plants and I can separate them later. Basil is amazing because it seeds really well and you get multiple plants. You can cut off a stem and create a whole new plant. I encourage you all, if you haven't planted your herbs yet, go ahead and do it. If you've never planted herbs, this is your time. They're super easy to grow and super easy to take care of. Again, my name is Angelique, and thank you for being smart about it.